What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am down here in the garage again with my wife's vehicle. This is a Lincoln MKC 2019. Having a little issue. She's blowing her AC. It's pretty hot now here in Cleveland for the past couple weeks. It's gotten around the upper 70s, high 80s, and a couple days here and there. But her AC, she turns her AC on and it's starting to blow a kind of stinky kind of smell. And then when I get in the car and turn the AC on as well, when I came down here to check it out, as all good husbands would do, it does in fact smell pretty bad when that air is blowing out. So I looked up a couple YouTube videos myself. I make YouTube videos and I watch YouTube videos. Who would have thought? But came up with a solution. It should be a pretty easy fix. I'll go ahead and get this video started for you guys. So again, Lincoln MKC. This is going to be the usual thing that a lot of people should do with most of their cars anyway, no matter what kind of car you have. All cars have these. We're going to be working right here in front of the windshield for the intake area where your car takes in air and blows it right out to you in the form of heat or cold air. And when you're doing this, you're going to want to turn your AC on full blast and to the highest coldest setting, and open your windows so that the vehicle can air out as well. And you're going to do the same thing for the heat. So let's go ahead and pop this hood open, because on this vehicle the vent is right behind our windshield wipers and right in front of our windshield down in here. Now the product we're going to be using today is Lysol. This is a brand new can, nice and full. We're going to use maybe about half of this on both sides, the driver's side and the passenger side intake. And this is what I saw on YouTube, so we're going to test this out and try it out. So let's get in here and open the hood up so that I can get to the intake. Okay, now we got the hood open, so let me show you guys where we're going to be working here. This is the passenger side right here. So another tool that you guys may need if you guys live in an area where there's a bunch of trees and leaves, or a bunch of dirt and dust, or you park your vehicle underneath a tree at your home. A lot of leaves and dirt and buildup will build up on your intakes right here, and you have to clean these out because this is where the moisture gets into. This is where your intakes are, the passenger side on here, and then the driver's side is over there. We'll show you guys that in a second. But this is where leaves and a lot of dirt like to collect. So if you guys got a shop vac or a quick handheld vacuum like a Dyson car and boat or something like similar to that, go ahead and vacuum this area out. I usually do this every other month, I'd say. So my wife's right here isn't too bad, but she's still having that smell down in there. So we're gonna go ahead and put Lysol, spray Lysol down in here while the car is running and the AC is on blast or the heat is on blast. So again, you're gonna do this both times for your cold air, your air condition, and for your heat, so that both and all of the vents can get the Lysol treatment. Because basically what the Lysol is going to do is going to kill all the bacteria in the vents, so that that smell is, that's what's causing the smell, is bacteria. So that smell will die off. So this is the passenger side right here, and the driver's side is over here, right here, this longer side right here. And again, she doesn't have anything in these vents because I do clean these often for her, which she doesn't know, but I do it anyway. But we still got a smell coming from the AC or the vents. So let's go ahead and get this started. So we're going to fire up the car. We're going to spray our Lysol down in here. These are your intakes again for your air or your heat. Air goes in here and flows out through the inside of your car to either warm you up or cool you off. So let's start the car and turn our vehicle on. This is a push to start, Lincoln MKC. We're gonna turn our air on. So let's go to climate. Let's drop this all the way down to the lowest setting for low. AC, max AC. And you want to, hold on a second, sorry if you can hear me. You want to turn off your circulation. You want the air being brought in from the outside, because when we spray in our Lysol, you want the air coming from the outside, which is us spraying in that Lysol to flow down into the vehicle. So you want to turn this off. Okay, let's turn our fan speed to high. AC is on, blowing good and cold. And you want your air blowing from your top vents. So the vents that you would normally put if you were really sweaty and hot and just got in your car, these are the vents that you want to turn on. Not your defrost up here or anything in the back. Turn your front usually four vents on. Highest blow setting, lowest cold setting. And let's go out and spray our vents now. So if you put your hand right here, you should be able to feel air being sucked in a little bit. It's not gonna be a lot, like it's not gonna suck your hand down and stick it here and make it hard for your hand to come off. Just enough to where you can feel it softly on your hand. So we're gonna go ahead and spray both sides, the driver and the passenger side, with, again, Lysol. Spray it pretty good too. Be generous, don't be scared. Go over to the passenger side now. Spray some more on this side. Okay, so I just got done spraying the Lysol in both sides of the intake, so let's go inside now and roll all of our windows down so the vehicle can air out. All right, all the windows are now rolled down so we can air out, and that little bit right now, I can smell the Lysol smell coming through the vents, so that it's doing its job already, which is very nice to smell. So when you get in your car, you should be smelling, if you use Lysol, you should be smelling the Lysol coming through the vents, and it should be very strong. So you should spray this liberally, spray it a lot to get that smell to go away, because this is gonna kill your bacteria. What Lysol is supposed to do in the first place, kill bacteria. So let's go ahead and give another spray one more time, and then I'll bring you guys back here in a second. Okay guys, we are inside the car now. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to, because I feel like it's going to work a lot better to push that Lysol moisture down in further into the vents. I'm actually going to take a drive around the block just to get some higher airflow to pressurize that little bit of Lysol kind of droplets that were building up on the intake and not fully getting sucked in down in. So I'm gonna use the air pressure of a drive moving forward and the wind pushing back on the car to force some air and pressure down so that the Lysol can do its magic and kill the bacteria. Make sure it gets everything inside these vents to make sure when my wife starts her car Monday for work that this smell is completely gone and the bacteria is killed. So I recommend taking a small little drive once you guys do this. You don't have to, especially if your smell isn't as bad, but the smell in here was pretty bad, so I'm going to take a drive around the block, and that's the reason for me doing that. So just wanted to make sure I told you guys that, just in case it might not work for you, and something else that you can do to make sure you get all of the bacteria killed and all of the smell gone. I'm just gonna take a quick drive around the block and that'll be it. So I'll probably end the video right here, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and that is how you can quickly fix a bad smelling AC in your car. Thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.